and we're gonna get started with That's Real Thursday. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. If you're late to the party, then just jump right on in, but get your glass, get whatever you're drinking on. I'm about to get some. Hold on one second. I brought it upstairs. I had to hide out from my baby, so. Anywho, this is what I had open during quarantine time. This is a Cabernet. It's from 2018. I am so nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. I talk all the time to everybody. But this is actually one of the red wines that I got in a subscription service from Macy's. Macy's actually has a wine cellar, y'all. So I got in on that in December when it was a really good deal. And let's see. I don't want to put that anywhere. I think I hear Charlotte at the door, but I already told her that I was working this evening, so I don't know what's going on. But okay, y'all got y'all's drink. What y'all drinking on? I got Cab. What y'all got? Anybody else got anything else? Okay. Oh, and I dressed up for you guys too. Let me just show you. I think this is a Marnie dress. So I got this last year and I really like it. Ooh, my boots tuned in. Okay, water. Okay, that's fine. Okay, a little Chardonnay. Hennessy and Coke. Ooh, that is classy. That is very classy. Y'all, Charlotte is at the door trying to break in. Do y'all want to see? Charlotte, come in real quick. Come on. Since That's Real Thursday, come on in. Now come and say hi.
Hi.
Hi, you want to show them your artwork real quick? And then you're going to have to go downstairs because Mommy's drinking adult beverages. Show them your artwork. Okay, good job. It's so cute. You did that today?
Uh-huh.
Okay, great job. Okay, peace out.
Down.
Okay. Bye, boo-boo. I would say give me a kiss. Ooh, be careful. Don't step on Mommy iPad. I would tell you give me a kiss, but I got a lipstick. Okay, peace out.
Down.
Okay, so earlier today, I had some IG stories where I asked you guys to ask me questions because we are doing That's Real Thursday, so we're just going to get right to it. So, of course, these questions are anonymous. Oh, and cheers. Okay, and we're going to get right to it. Okay. So if you know anything about me or you know me personally, I am all about empowering women, more specifically because I'm a woman. And I'm just really all about, hey, girl, you can do it. Life will get you down, but just brush yourself off and start all over again. So, you know, I've lived, I've loved, I've lost, and I've learned, and I'm still learning to just start all over again and do what I got to do. So let's see. Here's the first question that I got. We're just going to get on into this. Okay, this Regal lady wrote, I'm dating a guy. He says that he really likes me and enjoys my company, but every time I hit him up to hang out, he always says he's busy. What's really going on? Okay. So, here's what I've always been told in the game that was given to me when I was younger, dating, whatever. People make time for what's important to them. And, you know, if this individual says that they like you and that they enjoy their company, but when you hit them up, they don't have, go now. I'm sorry, I'm off duty, school is over. But every time you contact them, they're saying that they don't have time for you or they're busy, this, that, or whatever. And that's just probably not the person for you. And another thing, oh, thank you. I look gorgeous. Thank you. Another thing is, I don't know whatever you believe in, I say eat the meat and pick out the bones. I feel like all spirituality is essentially good, unless it's talking about hurting yourself or hurting others. You can find something good in everything. But in the book of Ruth was minding her own business. She was gleaning the fields. She was doing her own thing. Her husband had died. She was out there with her mother-in-law, Naomi, but Boaz saw her. And the word talks about when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. It don't talk about no woman finding no man. So I just personally feel like men are hunters and gatherers by nature, and you kind of have to allow them to do the work. I'm also a feminist. I'm a black feminist, but still, it's just unfortunately the way of the world. The more that you pursue a man, the more they're going to run away from you. So my advice to this regal lady is, I don't know. I think men like when you kind of don't show interest. Because when you don't show interest, then they feel like it's a game and it's a chase. And, you know, what hunter and gatherer doesn't want to bring home the best prize, the best whatever? So that's my advice. Girl, just ignore him. Pay him no mind. Put him on do not disturb. And whenever he contacts you, and it's not even about, you don't even have to be mean or rude about it. Just go on about your day. And don't be a sad girl. Just live your life. Okay. Moving right along to number 2, the question number 2, guys. Okay, here's another question from a regal lady. How do you find time for self-care when you have kids and a husband? Now, that is a good one because everybody knows if you got kids and a husband, that's just an additional kid. But we love our men so much and we appreciate them for everything that they do in our lives and can't live with them, can't live without them. But here is my advice for finding time for self-care when you have kids and a husband. Because right now, this is my self-care. I'm kind of doing some self-therapy. This little one doesn't understand that she needs to go on. But I etched out this time. Okay, Shiloh. Okay, go downstairs and watch your iPad, okay? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, there is nothing wrong with making time for yourself. Ladies, it does not mean that you are, or guys, there's guys on here too. It does not make you any less of a parent. It doesn't make you any less of a spouse, less of a partner, less of any of those things. There is also nothing wrong with asking for help. That's something that I had to learn personally because I just wasn't raised to ask anybody for help for anything. So I was like, you know what? I'll just do it. I'll just figure it out. And then in addition to that, if things weren't done the way that I wanted them done, then I was like, forget it. I'll just do it anyway. I'll do it myself. But once I had a little one, I learned to accept help from different people. Hey, you want to watch Shiloh for a second so I can go bathe? Hey, you want to go watch Shiloh so I can go, I don't know, to the grocery store? Go inside the gas station because everybody knows once you have kids, little kids, this little girl's playing soccer next to me, y'all, with a bitty baby. But once you have kids, then you don't really have any time to go into the gas station. So carve it out. If you have to hire a nanny, hire a nanny. If you have to ask your mom and them to watch the kids, ask them. Just like one of my watchers said, hey, LaShonda, you have to make it. You have to make time for yourself. And it has to become one of those things that's like a non-negotiable, where it's like, you know what? This is Cherie time. And Cherie time is every other Friday from 7 to 8:30, and whatever you want to do, then that's what you do during that time. Shiloh, I'm going to ask you one more time before I get real spicy. That was an example of making time for yourself and still being regal about it. I didn't have to get up. I just exchanged a few words, and now we're back to self-care time. Okay, so I hope I answered the question. Put it in your agenda. I hope that all you guys have a shared calendar with your partner. I know Rick and I have a shared calendar so that we kind of know what's going on with each other. Whenever he has corporate meetings, he puts it in there. He has dinners. Whenever I'm doing something where I got to go get my nails done or whatever, I need a date night, I need some time to myself, we put it in there. So if you want to go ahead and get it in the schedule and make it a recurring thing, because we need self-care recurringly, then go ahead and do that. Go ahead and take care of that, mommy. You got it. And be regal about it. Go shopping. And then tell me what you bought when you went shopping. Okay, now we're going to get into question number 3. Okay. Oh, this is a parenting question. Okay, my daughter is 18 months. Whenever she gets frustrated, she falls out on the floor and begins to scream and cry. I have no idea where she's getting this habit from because she's never gone to daycare. What can I do? I have personal experience with that. Shiloh just kind of started going to Mother's Morning Out, Mommy's Day Out during this school year. And before that, she had just kind of picked up some habits. Hold on, I'm a little thirsty. Y'all take a sip too. Cheers to the latecomers. Cheers. But she had just kind of started practicing kind of like not so great behavior. And I was like, Where is she getting this from? And is it genetic? Do I need to talk to somebody? How young or old does your child have to be to put them in therapy? I just had so many questions and I was like, Lord, am I stressed out? What did I do wrong? But it's just something that every child goes through where they are trying to, hold on guys, where they are trying to just test their boundaries. They don't really know how to express themselves. So sometimes they'll just do a falling out. My advice to the fallout is ignore them. Ignore the falling out. They're doing it to see if you're going to respond negatively or positively to the poor behavior, the poor choice that they made. When Shiloh used to fall out when she was younger, even when she tries to act a fool now, I walk away. And I'm totally Helen Keller to the whole thing. I don't see you, I don't hear you, and I'm not about to speak to you until you act like you have some sense. Go. Y'all, how are we surviving this quarantine? I'm circling week 6. I think the only way I'm making it is with wine, but thank God for the wine. Anywho, ignore children's lackluster behavior. Don't give any attention to it, and stop the grandparents for giving attention to the bad behavior, because you know they'll get right into it. Oh, honey, what's wrong? What are you doing? No, ignore the behavior and they'll get it together. All right, guys. Let's go to the next question. This is fun. I'm so glad that you guys are on. Okay, here's another question. How do you bounce back when it seems like life is always knocking you down? Whew, now that is a loaded question. How do you bounce back when it seems like life is always knocking you down? I'm gonna have to take some gulps for that. You get your ass up. When life knocks you down, you get your ass up. But I am an advocate for crying. I love to cry. I think it's because I'm a Scorpio. I have a lot of emotions, but I'm also on that cusp of Libra, Scorpio. Scorpio starts on my birthday, so I'm at the tail end of Libra as well. You cry. You get everything out that you need to get out. Lay in your bed for a couple of hours, or if you need to take a day off from work, y'all know I'm a proponent of hiring a nanny as well. Call some help, call your mama them, call whoever you need to. Take some time for yourself, cry it out, get all the emotions out that you need to get out. Pick yourself up. Sorry, had a little wine burp. And UKIM. Keep it moving. Now I know that sounds harder or easier than it actually is, but I can only tell you something that I know. And if you know me, that's something that I say. I can only talk about what I know. And I know that I personally went through a lot. Yes, I'm engaged, but I wasn't always engaged. And a lot of this time, or for a small period of time, I was single momming it with Shiloh. And so it's not what I imagined for my life. I was raised by an amazing single mother, but personally, I just knew that that's not something that I wanted to do myself. However, those were the cards that I was dealt, right? And life goes on. You move forward in life. I was ashamed of myself. I was upset with myself because I felt like, here I am, this accomplished woman in a career with 2 degrees. I've done everything that I need to do. I have stellar credit. And now here I am as a single mom. And what am I going to do? So I felt like the odds were up against me. My cards just in my hand weren't right. But I had to keep it moving because of her, right? She really had me, and she only had me. She has loved ones, of course. You guys love her too, and family and friends. But I knew that if I wasn't okay, then she would never be okay. And I also know personally that you cannot pour from an empty cup. So I had to get that from somewhere. So whether it was talking to, friends that I could trust, family members that I could trust, and even just talking to God. And I'm going to be real with y'all. Because yes, Shiloh, please close the door, baby. I'm going to be real with y'all. I told God, and I said, I'm mad as hell, God. And I'm mad as hell with this situation. Because this is not what I planned for my life. But thank God that kind of occurred, because then I wouldn't be able to marry this great guy and move forward with my life. And my daughter's so blessed, and we don't lack anything because I'm a hard worker. And when you team up with another hard worker, then life just works out. And you kind of learn to mitigate and move through life with certain things. And it just all works out. So when life seems to kind of knock you down, because we all go through things, right? And we're all just hanging on by a thread. And that's the realest of the real. Be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up about it, because if you're all beat up now, when shit gets really, really real, then you're not going to be strong enough to handle it. So be kind to yourself. Don't judge yourself. We're all our biggest critics. But every night when I close the door with her and she goes to sleep, I look up and I say, thank you, Lord, because nobody died today. And if nobody died, then it was a good day. If your child ate oatmeal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it doesn't matter. They ate. You're doing good. So that's all I'm going to say on that. We could probably keep going further and further and delve into that a little bit later. But that's all we're going to do for the first segment of, for the question, for the first segment of That's Real Thursday. Now, we have one more question. Oh my gosh, I better hurry up. Y'all take a sip too. Okay, last question of the evening. Y'all, where is Rick? Rick better hurry up and get here so he can entertain his child. Whew. Okay, last question. I know we're in quarantine, but my hair is an absolute wreck. Girl, I understand. I typically go get my hair done every other week, but obviously I can't. This is my 4th week of quarantine. What should I do? Well, just know that you are in good company, because it's plenty of us in here, out here, wherever, that need to get our hair done, need to get our nails done, need to get hair removed from places, and all of the above. But the best advice is YouTube University. Go on youtube.com. You can pretty much find anything that you have ever thought of. Somebody has made a video about that. You can learn how to do box braids. You can learn how to do weave ponytails. You can learn how to big chop your hair. This is actually, I don't know how much longer we're going to be in quarantine, but this is actually a very good time to big chop your hair, ladies, if you are not natural. Or if you just want to start over because you have some heat damage. I almost did that a couple of weeks ago, but I just said I'm not going to do it because I got to get married at some point this year, and we don't even know when we're going to do that because the whole quarantine thing, and we're not really into wasting money, so I don't know what we're going to do. But, oh, thank you, Ariana. I'm glowing. It's probably the ring light, and I've got some libations. But YouTube University, you can literally find how to do everything on there. Also, Amazon has pretty much any product that you will need. So if you want to color your hair, well, I think you should practice first. So maybe buy some hair extensions to practice on coloring your hair if you're a first timer. If you want to learn how to braid your hair with extensions, that's how I learned how to braid my hair with extensions, was YouTube University. I just watch something, I pray about it, and I go for it. I have a knack for doing hair. I know it don't look like it now, but y'all, I had to go get Shiloh from my mom. I had to do a lot, and I did a lot in like 45 minutes. So, but YouTube literally has everything on there that you want to do. I have learned how to use clippers on YouTube. I have learned how to do faux locks back in like 2014 on YouTube. Now make sure that you do have some ibuprofen on hand or some Tylenol 3 or whatever, because your hands will be sore after that. But if you're in a rut and you want to try something or a protective style with your hair, just go on YouTube University. You can literally type in protective hairstyles. You might even be able to type in at this point protective hairstyles during quarantine. But it is 8:20. That has been excellent for me to do That's Real Thursdays. Go ahead and drink your last sips, ladies and gents. I'm sorry. Shiloh is being super dramatic. I think she said Spider-Man. Come here, Shiloh. She's trying to push a book through the door because that's the type of child I have. Come on, if you want to say bye. Come on. Anywho, if you guys are not looking at my blog, it is theregalmommy.com. Make sure that you are signed up. I just talk about just cheat codes through life and, just trying to kind of finessing your way through life and everything else, because life is not perfect and I'm never going to act like it is. So that's my mantra. That's what I'm sticking to. Go ahead here. Okay, hold on. Let me try to lift you up because I'm not going to spill no wine, girl. Come on. 1, 2, 3. You're supposed to jump. Okay, so say, that's real Thursdays.
That was Thursday.
Say with the Regal Mommy.
And with your mommy.
And Shy Shy.
Shy Shy.
Say and Shy Shy.
And Shy Shy.
Okay, guys, so thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back. She's trying to act like she's asleep. I'll be back sometime soon so that we can do this. So keep the questions coming in. I'll always post it in the IG story so that you guys can answer or ask questions about love, life, relationships, parenting, anything that you guys want to talk about. I'm here. Even after quarantine, I'm here. So cheers. Cheers to the real people. Cheers. Okay, guys. Love you guys so much. Talk to you later. Bye.